Number two, we're often distracted by our excuses. I got to pick up the pace in this, all right? I only have another hour. We'll wrap this up. We are often distracted by our excuses. Look at this, Judges chapter 6. I want to go back to this. Gideon's told, this is right after he said, you're a mighty warrior. Look what he says. But Lord. Everybody say, but Lord. Say it. I know y'all don't usually use that word in church. But Lord. I find it very interesting when God calls us to do something, we go to excuses almost every time. But Lord, Gideon asked, how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I'm the least in my family. He's going to these excuses. This is what we do. This is the pattern. Sadly, as Christians, it's more common for us to talk about the reasons why we can't instead of why we can't. God is saying, I want you to be obedient. Come on, this is what we need to do. But I can't, God. I need you to stop working 7 days a week and 100 hours a week. I need you to take off a day. I can't, God. I need you to work on your marriage. You're working on everything else, but your marriage, I can't, God. I need you to believe me that I'm going to bring your children back to a place in me. Well, I can't believe it, God. I see nothing. I see no reason why. And then we're just loaded with these excuses instead of confidence. Everyone seems to have an excuse. We all just, but God, but God. And the Lord is saying, why don't you believe that I am speaking something that can actually happen to you? Here's a question. What has God called you to do that you're giving excuses for right now? I thought of two things this week. He's thinking you can do it. Now what happens is, like Gideon, here's what I want you to picture. Gideon's in a hole in the ground. God says, you're a mighty warrior. And he goes into a coaching mode with God. He's just like giving God some lessons. Okay, God, just pull up a chair. Just want to let you know some stuff real quick. We're going to lay this out. I'm weak. In fact, I'm the weakest one in my whole family. There's no one in my family could do it, and I'm the weakest of all them, and then our family's the weakest in the whole clan. God, you're making a big mistake. And God is thinking, bro, in 1 second, I put an interstate system in the Red Sea for millions of people. And I stopped the sun. I've risen people from the dead. Do you know that God is omniscient? Do you know that he's all-knowing? Do you know nothing in the history of time, God has never had a new idea? You can't sell him on anything. Nothing has ever occurred to him. He's never went like, wow. Hey, boys, y'all come here. I had this great idea. So when God is speaking to you through his word that you can do something, I say, just say, yes, sir.